Welcome everyone to another episode of The Bright Side. Today we have returned to the Cornish Seal Sanctuary at Gweek near Helston, because when we were last here it was completely washed out. The day was very wet, very inclement weather, and we had to call it a day. We couldn't see everything that we wanted to see, so this is kind of like a follow-up video, a part 2 if you will, to go see the things that we didn't quite manage to see last time. By the way, sporting a new pair of shades. Let's go check it out. Seal Hospital is right here, just up on the left as you come up that hill. We're not going to go in there today. We did go in there last time, and if you want to see our first video here, we'll leave a link in the description so you can check that one out. Darn, that's the second time that Donut Delight has been closed. So there are some paddocks up in that area which we are going to come back to last. We're going to head down towards the seals. It's very windy. But head down towards the seals. We're not going to show the seals in great detail today because we did that in our first video. Again, like I just said, we'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that one out. Nice little view, little overview of the nursery pools. Hello, squirrel. Goodbye, squirrel. So just looking down on the convalescent pool. A few seals in there just hanging around. Okay, so we think that one of the, I was going to say cast members then. We think that one of the team members, employees, whatever they refer to them as here in the Cornish Seal Sanctuary, I think they're going to give like a little talk in a minute. Yeah,
about the nursery pools and the work that they do in them.
So we'll hang around a little bit and
see what we can see, or hear what we can hear.
I think hear what we can hear is more accurate.
So they have all been rescued from around Cornwall over the last few months, and as soon as they're ready to go, we'll be getting them back out into the sea. But it all starts, of course, down at the beach with a member of the public who spotted this little seal pup they're concerned about. We go down to the beach to check out the situation and see if it's okay. There are lots of reasons why we might need to bring in a pup into the sanctuary. Early on in the season, for example, we do see a handful of abandoned pups, or those that get separated from their mum. But does anyone here know, or do you want to have a guess, how long do you reckon a little seal pup like this would normally stay with its mum? All a bit unsure this afternoon?
Yeah.
A year, you reckon?
Yeah.
3 weeks. Just 3 weeks, and then they are off by themselves for the rest of their lives.
Who knows what Teddy's doing?
Which is an increasing issue for them. But no matter the reason, if a pup does come into the sanctuary, the first place it'll go to is the hospital at the top of the hill. So the hospital up there is the first stop for the pups when they come into the sanctuary. In there, as well as being treated for whatever they need, we're also going to introduce them to 2 key concepts. What is fish and how do I swim? Now you might be thinking that seals are pretty good at those things, however they don't actually get shown anything as pups. We want to make sure they can swim without any difficulties, make sure that they can eat fish as well. But once they finish their treatment, they'll move down here to the nursery pools. Now in the nursery pools, we actually want to introduce them to each other. This will help them learn some basic social skills, and by learning to compete for their fish, we can also get their natural hunting instincts kicking in.
Alright, I highly recommend listening to these guys. They've got a lot of knowledge and they're happy to pass it on and to answer all your questions. Good stuff. I know what you're squawking for, Seagull. You're wanting to feast.
Oh, the seagulls are getting on the tree.
So the seals down in that pool are permanent residents, so they get hand-fed. Whereas when they're rehabilitating the seals, they get thrown their food so they learn how to catch it in the wild. Last time we were here, the sea lion tank was all being cleaned out, so we couldn't see the sea lions. So let's go see if they are there now. Look at that. So their tank has been cleaned now, isn't it? Because they weren't here last time. Oh, it's alright, AJ, it didn't frighten you.
They're really big, aren't they?
They're pretty big. I bet they weigh a few pounds. So this is a map of the Cornish Seal Sanctuary. This was the first pool, and we worked our way around in this direction. The cafe is just over there. Now, it was rained off last time when we were all here. So what we're going to do is we're going to carry on down in this area and see the Beavers and the secret creek. So that'll be fun. Oh, there's goats here too. It's like swimming upside down. We're like standing in this bulbous window now.
They're big.
They are.
Whoa.
Is it good? Shelley and I got 2 brownies, salted caramel brownie and a peanut butter. And a coffee and a hot chocolate. All came to about £14 and change. Have a great day. I shall. Alright, that was quite a nice little pit stop. Moving on. What are we heading towards? We are heading towards the Otters, aren't we? Yeah. So this is the bit that we couldn't do before because it was so darn tootin' wet. So this will be exciting to see. So it's like a little woodland walk that leads down into, was it called the Secret Creek?
Yeah.
Something like that, isn't it?
You'll notice by the sign.
Ah! That Secret Creek is not so secret. Nice little view of the Helford. A little bit muddy down that bit. Alright.
Car. Oh boy. Rubbish. Yeah.
What are you, AJ? Carrying crow?
Tilly was a herring gull.
Yep, and you were a...
I was a mute swan.
Oh, well if you're a mute swan, then I'm probably a mute swan as well. I would have thought our arm span would be fairly similar. I think those trees have seen better days. I think like the Helford and the Fowl, I think generally all this area is quite a nice part of Cornwall, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, it's very picturesque, I would say. So off in the distance, according to this chart, that little bird is a little egret. It's just down there having a little look round. Seems to match. I think that's a little egret. Right, so we're heading now to where the otters hang out. Let's check them out. Oh, and question number 9. So one thing we couldn't complete last time was the questions. I think we got 6 out of the... How many questions in total is it? 10 in total. I think we did about 6 of them last time. And we didn't really conclude that on the video that we did. So we've been...
doing it again on this trip.
Yeah, we've been doing it again. We've been working our way around. So question 9. Which seal has a special red balloon sac on its head?
I'm guessing.
A hooded seal, a Caspian seal, a ribbon seal, or a crab eater seal?
Crab eater?
Crab eater. Crab eater. Crab eater. All right, I'm going to go with hooded seal.
Yeah, me too.
Is it right?
I'm going with crab eater.
You're going to go with crab eater. Do you think they eat crabs?
It's the red one, I'm afraid.
So it's the hooded seal. Okay, I thought it was otters in here, but apparently they're beavers. Can't see any yet though. They're hiding. Hiding from the camera. So the beavers are in their den, and there is a television there with like a live feed, but it's really, really difficult to see with the glare of the sun. I don't know if I'm getting closer. I can't really see, to be honest, not with the glare, but the little beavers are in there. It's a beaver nursery. Let's get a different perspective. We were just up there, so I've just come back on myself just to see if we can see the beavers in action. But I got some food out there, some carrots and parsnips, but drawn a blank on the beavers themselves. That's a shame. Right, there's an underwater viewing area here. Let's have a look. It's just muddy, murky water. All right. This is quite a nice little structure. I don't know what purpose it serves, but it looks decorative. It looks nice. I like that. You enjoying it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit drier than when we were last year, wasn't it? Oh, you've got a gem. That's very valuable. All right.
I found it on the floor.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you had it in one of those magazines.
No.
You did. It was in a pirate treasure magazine. I know. Ha! So moving beyond that enclosure, actually here, apparently this is all beaver territory as well. And right in there, that's where the beaver dam is. So these beavers are obviously active.
Twiggy, Barbara and Norbert.
Who? Twiggy, Barbara and Norbert?
The Beavers.
Yeah.
I didn't name them.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with their names. There's nothing wrong with their names. I wish we could see some beavers, but I thought they were otters. I could swear they were otters. I'm sure they said otters on the map, but maybe we made that up. Maybe we wanted to see otters, but actually they were beavers. I like beavers. Right, so carrying on past the beaver enclosure, I don't think there's a huge amount up in this direction. To actually get the woodland trail, we have to come back on ourselves. We did actually look at the guide map, but bizarre, or the guide book, but there was no map, strangely, in the in the guidebook. So, you know, we bought the guidebook and it has no map in it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna have a little scoot around this corner and just see if there's much more to be seen, and then head back. Come on, Seal Sanctuary. What sort of guidebook doesn't have a map in it? There we go. That's answered the question. So there's a fence up there now. So this is the farthest point at which we can walk. And there is actually a sign now that says, "Back to the Sanctuary." Sounds like a horror movie. Back to the Sanctuary. Right, so we're going to head up this trail now to get up a hill to do the Woodland Walk. That's where we came from, and the beaver enclosure is down there. You right, Age? All right. Tilly. I'm hoping to get some good views of the Helford, but depends how much tree cover there is. But regardless of the tree cover, it is really quite beautiful. And that sun, it's trying its best to burn through the clouds. It's not a bad day. I am Batman. So there's a board here with some of the birds that we might see. We've got a little robin, chaffinch. Yeah.
Is there any chaffs?
Any chuffs? Oh, I don't know. Oh, that's a rook. Wood pigeon. A buzzard. Yeah, on this side we got some more. Oh, they're the same. Sparrowhawk. All right. Okay, so we've got a little bug hotel.
Is there any bugs?
Hey,
Is there any bugs inside?
are there any bugs inside? Possibly. A pond and wetland. Who lives here? Let's see some dragonflies. Danger, deep water. Doesn't look that deep, does it? Good to know. Okay, a lot of nice information there on what we might see. Some information on the bees. Be aware. So this side of the sanctuary leads us up to the paddocks. And this is another area where we didn't come before because, again, it was just so wet. So I'm excited to show you guys the paddocks here. Another bug hotel. Super easy to make. You think there are only pallets stacked up on each other with some bricks and some logs and sticks.
Can
Alright. Alright, we're gonna have to get the shades back out. Nice. Yeah, here's that nice scenic overlook I've been looking for. How beautiful is that down there? Right, so here are the paddocks. I know there are definitely goats here. I don't know about any other animals, so let's find out. Station there where you can wash your hands, so that's really good. Right, so here are some goats. I did say that I wasn't sure if there were any other animals, but I do spot in the distance, right down there, a little pony. Who's doing a poop? Nice. So this is where the goats hang out, but they all appear to be in the field right now, taking advantage of the sun. Hello, pony. You just hanging out?
What's your name?
Yeah, what's your name? Very windy up here. I must say, Pony, you have got a beautiful view. You do live in a lovely place. Look at that. Okay, apparently this pony is called Bracken. Well, good afternoon, Bracken. Hope you're having a nice day. Right, so concluding that little trail up around the paddocks, that brings us back to the start, and the Seal Hospital is just around the corner there. So we've done a full circle. You found number 10? Oh, question number 10. Let's have a look. Easy. Seals are part of which family?
Mustelids.
Mustelid.
Arachnids.
Well, they're definitely not arachnid.
Or cetacean. So pinnipeds, I believe.
Pinniped. What's a pinniped? I suppose a seal.
Yep.
Alright. Let's see if we've got
Otter-like creature.
an otter-like creature.
That does give us a happy seal.
Ah, so we got it right.
Yep.
Awesome. I've got to admit, apart from arachnid, I've never actually heard of any of those. Right, heading out, we're actually going to go via this nature trail, which is just by the Seal Hospital. So I've never actually done this before, never gone this way.
No.
Exciting.
It's an adventure.
An adventure, yeah. Right, AJ's given up. He is now being carried by Shellbell. This is quite a nice alternative way out, actually. It's nicer than the road that goes along in that direction. We're obviously on higher ground. Walking through all these trees, I like it. Better to walk on this than asphalt. Okay, so that trail just exits out here onto the road, and now we'll carry on down towards the gift shop and the exit. Right, the gift shop, toilets and exit. Okay, so we've got a few plushes. In fact, we've got a lot of plushes here. Oh, he's quite sweet. Look at that little Ray. Nice. Some artwork here with some magnets, some keychains, some mugs. Awesome. A little hen plush. Billy goats. Little pigs, they're quite cute. Obviously some seals. We've got some of these toys. Actually, we've seen some of these toys before in the Eden Project. They're really nice. Made in the USA. More toys along the bottom. Yeah, some nice stuff. Cornwall edition of Monopoly. Alright, little press penny machine. Nice. Heading out. Right, so we got all 10 questions right, which means that you get this Seal Sanctuary medal, which is awesome. You've got one as well, AJ, haven't you? What don't you like, baby? You don't like your medal around your neck? Oh. Okay, and you've got a penguin, and you've got a turtle. How fun's that? Well, we're going to leave the video there. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was super fun to make. So glad as well that the weather played ball. We were able to come back today and do the bits that we weren't able to do last time. Like I said earlier on in the video, we'll leave a link in the description if you want to see, I suppose, what has turned out to be part 1 of the Seal Sanctuary, this being part 2, of course. Do give the video a big thumbs up. Do subscribe to the Bright Side. It really does help the channel grow. Hit the notification bell and you'll never miss out on any video that we put up. We're on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at the Bright Side. So do check us out there. So from us to you, cheers and gone. It's a very hilly car park. You've got to make sure that your handbrake works, because if not, you're going to have an incident. Did you know we are dog friendly? Dogs on leads are welcome and love our woodland walks. Alright, good to know.